Oh boy. Ooh, let's do this. So, if you guys haven't heard already about the latest news about Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 15 is going to get their own PC version next year during February, I believe. And the PC version already looks spectacular, alright? It looks marvelous. It was beautiful. Like, oh my goodness. Now, they already released the announcement trailer like several days back. Not several days, like 3 to 4 days ago. You can watch that yourself. Try to, for the best experience, watch that shit at 4K. Get your 4K television and watch that shit in 4K. You'll see a huge difference. A huge fucking difference. And it's already beautiful as it is, and they just made it 10 times better. Now, the only pet peeve I have about this PC version is that it looks NVIDIA exclusive. I mean, I think about half of the trailer, they showed all the NVIDIA features that is going to be in the game, like NVIDIA Hairworks, NVIDIA Flow, NVIDIA Ambient Occlusion, which is the NVIDIA HBAO Plus. Guys, that's a mouthful. So I'm hoping this doesn't affect performance on the AMD side. Now, you don't have to turn these on, but those features look really fucking good. I really want to use this feature, so I wonder if it does any big performance drops on the AMD side. But hey, we're getting a PC version next year. It's going to be let us out. I haven't played Final Fantasy 15 yet, sadly, because I was really contemplating on whether or not I should get this for either the PS4 or the PC. I mean, I was thinking that this might come out with the PC, and later on I was right. I was fucking right. Like, why I gotta be right? Now, if you guys haven't heard, a lot of people sort of misread the recommended specs for Final Fantasy 15. And it's sort of understandable because they sort of didn't, most of the people didn't read the context. So anywho, there was a link below in the description on where they read the specs and everything. And they thought that these were the specs that you need to use in order for them to run 1080p 60 frames per second. Now, I can tell you right now, that is completely false. It is. One, the specs that you see right here, these are the normal specs for a 4K system. How do I know this? Just look at the prices for each of those components, and you see why. First of all, the AMD Ryzen 1700, that's going for around, I'll give or take, $270 to $300 right there. So that's a really already expensive CPU right there. The RAM all depends on you. It all depends on which RAM we get. Graphics card, especially the graphics card, is a GTX 1080 Ti. That card is going for around $600. Yeah. So add 300 to 600. So you're already close to 1K. Objection! So I made a serious blunder on my part when it comes to the rough estimate for the GTX 1080 Ti. I think I got that mixed up with the actual 1080 itself, so here it goes. First of all, the 1080 Ti rate ranges from $750 to around $850. So that's basically adding more salt to the wound. And more importantly, it actually goes above $1,000. But like I said before, you don't need that when it comes to running 1080p games. That is all. So guys, don't worry about it. Don't worry about these specs. If you're concerned about 4K, then you should. But you're just trying to aim for 1440p or 1080, then don't worry about this. The rig that you have right now should be just fine, okay? A lot of laptop users were worried about this too, because, I mean, if they need to, like, run the game on the laptop, then fuck, they don't stand a chance. But don't worry, because one, I proved it to you guys that you don't need that in those specs, and plus the director himself came out and said that if you have a 2 to 3 year old PC or components that are 2 to 3 years old down the line, then you can run this game just fine at 1080p. Keep in mind, 1080p. Now, the other thing that people were concerning about was the hard drive space. Now, the reason why that I wasn't really surprised about the hard drive space, because think about it, 4K textures. They did say they're going to include 4K textures, which means it's going to be a lot of memory. Not a lot of memory, a lot of storage, especially for an open world game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But the director came out again and said that 170 was actually an error. That 170 was written as a little note somewhere on his desk, and then somebody took that information and just ran with it, and eventually gave it to the PR, and then just posted on the website. And yeah, big ass error right there. So I'm pretty sure the recommended specs that he's gonna come up with later on is going to be normal specs for your current gen games and stuff. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. You guys are just fine. It's just that if you want to run 4K, like I said right here, that's all you need. That's really all you need. But if you want to run 60 frames per second, get another 1080 Ti just in case. Actually, I don't need to say just in case, because the director himself said this too. If you think I'm lying, I got all the links down in the description for you to read, so have fun with that. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. I can't wait for the PC release, to be honest. Like, I already got my rig all set up and everything, so I'm gonna have a blast with that fucking game. Now, based from what I heard of the actual game itself, the combat is alright, and the story was good, but until it got rushed at the very end. So I gotta play this myself to get my own experience. And that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know if you guys are gonna get Final Fantasy 15 and everything. If you guys already played it, then are you guys gonna buy it again for the PC? I haven't played it yet, and I'm gonna get it for the PC because of my gut feelings. Anywho, see you guys next time, and later on next week, I'm gonna get a channel revamp. I'm gonna get a new name and a new mascot, and I hope you guys are ready for that. Hope you guys can see you around, and see you guys next time. Peace out, my Pop-Tarts. Wow, I haven't said that in a while, but that's not gonna be a thing anymore. Peace.